All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem HaKakodash. All right, peace and blessing out there, teaching His truth and teaching sincerity. Double honors to the apostles and elders over Great Millstone, who are the true apostles and elders over all Israel. All right, and this is Brother Yahweh Sap with another lesson. All right, and today I'm just going to touch base on the wickedness of our people. Okay, because right now, this whole Black Lives Matter movement and everything that's going on, all these race riots and stuff that have been happening, or that did happen. It's all in vain, man. It's all in vain because our people are fighting for the wrong things, man. Our people are they fight for equality with the so-called white man, and the way they're fighting is by trying to protest in his kingdom, man. Steal things from him, and that's only giving him more reason to mess you Jacob. Right, but that's not the point I want to get into. The point I want to get into is that you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you Israelites, according to the Bible, y'all don't seek Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, therefore you're going to be destroyed. And by not seeking Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, look what you're doing, man. This was posted June 16th of this year, which I'm a little late on this, but I wanted to touch base on this. I've been wanting to touch base on this for a while now. It says the Black Lives Matter movement must include trans people, all right, which is wicked, man. How are you gonna go from Black Lives Matter to Black Trans Lives Matter, man? It's complete and utter foolishness. All right, it's wicked. It's wickedness, and you people are gonna be destroyed for that, man. All right. So it says the epidemic of I'm gonna go ahead and read a little bit. It says the epidemic of racism has once again taken another black life, and exhausted black Americans have reclaimed the streets to protest the police killing of George Floyd. Yet amid these protests, many black people are fighting another battle, queer and transphobia. Ayana Dior, a black trans woman, was viciously attacked in Minneapolis, which that black trans woman is actually a man. It says a city at the heart of the recent nationwide protest, just mere days after Floyd's death, her assailants, a group of black men. All right, it says Ayana's documented assault, which was widely circulated among LGBTQ plus circles, portrays an unfathomable, gruesome attack against Dior by multiple men for a lengthy amount of time. Survival like Ayana's, however, isn't always the case for black trans women in this country. Just last week, two trans women, Dominique Fales and Rhea Milton, were reported murdered, and so they tried moving that whole movement over to trans people, man. And you Jake, for doing that, first and foremost, following the Black Lives Matter movement is ran by a so-called white man. All right, and second of all, you trying to move it to trans people, man. Why? That it's you just completely and utterly wicked, man. That's it's in vain. It's stupid, man. You don't seek the Lord, therefore He's gonna punish you, man. All right. So I want to go ahead and get this started. And the scriptures, this is gonna be 2 Ezra chapter 2. In verse 1, it says, "Thus saith the Lord, I brought these people out of bondage, and I gave them my commandments by men servants, the prophets, whom they would not hear, but despised my counsels. The mother that bare them saith unto them, Go your way, ye children, for I am a widow and forsaken. I brought you up with gladness, but with sorrow and heaviness have I lost you. For ye have sinned before Yahweh your power, and done that thing that is evil before Him." That's right. So you done that thing that is evil before Him. You lay with you let man lay with man. Okay, you have your children being a bunch of gangbangers and thugs. Okay, you murder your brethren. You steal. All right. You lie, man. You being wicked, And then if anyone tries to correct you, man, you get mad, and on top of all that, you're committing idolatry, man. Where you're serving other gods. All right, when you're supposed to be serving Yahweh Shemel Shai, and then you wonder why you're in the hoods, the ghettos, the barrios, and so on and so forth, man. The Lord is getting ready to destroy this place, and 2/3 of you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, are since you're not getting with the program, you're gonna go away with it. Okay, so it says, verse 3, read it again, or verse 4, it's lucky. It says, "But what shall I now do unto you? I am a widow and forsaken. Go your way, O my children, and ask mercy of you of the Lord. As for me, O Father, I call upon thee for a witness over the mother of these children, which would not keep my covenant, that thou bring them to confusion, and their mother to a spoil, that there be no offspring of them." That's right, and that's right. You have our people in confusion, man. They don't know who to serve. They don't know if to serve Esau, the Lord, or Cesare Borgia, man. Which Cesare Borgia and Esau are pretty much the same people, But Cesare Borgia, Jesus, all right, um, is an idol, man. Just a painting. They serve paintings. Okay, so they're confused. They don't know what's going on. They don't know why their children are in cages. They don't know why they're getting gunned down all the time. They don't know. They don't know why they're at the bottom of the barrel, and if they do know, they don't care. Such as IUIC, IUCPK, and so on and so forth. Man, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans, even if you do hear the words of the Lord, you don't listen. All right, therefore the Lord is bringing you into confusion. It says, verse 7, let them be it's like it says, "Let them be scattered abroad among the heathen. Let their names be put out of the earth, for they have despised my covenant. Woe be unto thee, Assur, that thou hidest the unrighteousness in thee, and the unrighteous in thee, O thou wicked people. Remember what I did unto Sodom and Gomorrah, whose land lieth in clods of pitch and heaps of ashes. Even so also will I do unto them that hear me not, saith the Almighty Lord." That's right. So you Negroes and Latinos who don't listen unto Yahweh Shem Shai, whenever you hear him calling, the Lord is going to destroy you as he did Sodom and Gomorrah. And that's going to be a beautiful thing to see whenever you're finally destroyed, man, and put out of Slack, you can't talk today, but put out of your misery, man. It says, verse 10, "Thus saith the Lord unto Ezra, tell my people that I will give them the kingdom of Jerusalem, which I would have given unto Israel. The glory also will I take unto me, and give these everlasting tabernacles which I have prepared for them." All right, so starts going into pretty much starts going into what the Lord's going to give us, but that's after you are destroyed. That's after you people are killed off because you don't want to listen. You don't want to hearken unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So from there, I want to get this. It's going to be Baruch 4:1. It says, or Slakia. Let me see. I forget exactly where it was. Is it Baruch? Give me a second. God, I found it. So this is Baruch 2, and I'm going to start at verse 29. It says, "If you will not hear my voice, surely this very great multitude shall be turned into a small number among the nations, where I will scatter them. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people, but in the land of their captivities they shall remember themselves." That's right, and that's what's going on right now. Is you have our people remembering who we are, and you have, but it's only a small remnant, because verse 29, it says, "If you will not hear my voice, surely this great multitude shall be turned into a small number among the heathens." And that's exactly what's been happening. Is our people are getting killed off, and and judgment is about to come to where 2/3 of our people are going to be cut off forever, and only 1/3 and the elect are going to remain. Okay. So it says, jumping down to verse 31, it says, "And shall know that I am yet the Lord their power, for I will give them an heart and ears to hear, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name, and return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds, for they shall remember the way of their fathers who sinned before Yahweh." That's right, and you have that going on right now. Right, so even though our people are being wicked, and our people are moving from Black Lives Matter to Black Trans Lives Matter, and so on and so forth, and committing adultery, stealing, killing, and lying, and just being a complete nigga, being a wicked Israelite, you know, even in all the midst of that, you still have that righteous remnant that is praising Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, that's remembering the way of the fathers that have sinned, because our forefathers before us have sinned and went off, and that's exactly why we're in the predicament we are in now. All right, so the Lord is going to return us. He's going to restore us once again after He cuts off you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right, the 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you Israelites. All right, so all that is happening to you is because of your wickedness. All right. So from there, I want to go ahead and end it off on. What do I want to end it off on? All right, Colin. So this is I'm gonna go ahead and end it off on this. Is Second Ezra 15. And I'm going to start at verse 21. It says, like as they do yet this day unto my chosen, so will I do also, and recompense in their bosom. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, my right hand shall not spare the sinners, and my sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth. The fire is gone forth and from his wrath, and hath consumed the foundations of the earth, and the sinners like the straw that is kindled. Woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith Yahweh. I will not spare them. Go your way, ye children, from the power. Defile not my sanctuary. For Yahweh knoweth all them that sin against him, and therefore delivereth he unto them unto death and destruction. All right, for now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them. For Yahweh shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him. Behold, in horrible in appearance, in a horrible vision, and the appearance thereof from the east. All right, so that starts going into some other stuff, but pretty much, man, you wicked Israelites who don't want to get with the program, man, you're gonna be destroyed, and the Lord is not gonna deliver you, no matter how much you try to pray to that idol that you worship. All right, no matter how many protests you walk, no matter how many riots you do, no matter how many times you praise Esau for giving you stimulus checks, man. All right, no matter what you do, if you ain't getting with the program, the Lord ain't dealing with you, man. Right. So with that being said, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory once again unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Akakudash. All right. Until the next time I say, Shalom.